Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm doing another movie review, something I haven't done for a while. So I was walking around in a local store and I saw this movie there that I had never seen before, unfortunately, because I thought it was pretty good. Although not great, but it was pretty good. It is the Invincible Iron Man, the animated, starring in his first animated movie. Alright. So, the plot of this movie, please excuse me if I can't remember names. Remember, this was my first time watching it. So if I can't remember names, I'll just describe things if I can't remember names. But the plot of this movie, this is basically one of the many versions of, actually I'm not sure how many versions of the origin story of Iron Man there is, but besides the comics, obviously. But this is the origin story. The beginning of this movie is before before Tony Stark ever becomes Iron Man. Alright. And he gets captured by the Chinese government. Now, from what I understand, in the actual comics, he's captured by the Afghanian government, I think, although I could be wrong about that, but some sort of a terrorist government. And here they changed it up a little bit. He's captured by the Chinese government because they captured him for his expertise. See, his his best friend, forget his name, was working with a team to raise in like Egypt, I think, or something like that, to raise a city that was underground for many thousands of years. And this Chinese government is trying to prevent that. So to prevent the resurrection of some sort of a dragon or something. I forget what its name was, but supposedly it would cause the apocalypse if it's to be revived. They've been spending thousands of years trying to prevent the revival of the ancient ruins. Alright. And, well, I don't want to spoil too much for you because it's actually a pretty original plot for an origin story. But push comes to shove, Li Mei, who's the Chinese woman who's supposedly supposed to just prevent the revival, is actually supposed to become its vessel. Alright, and Tony Stark has to become Iron Man and stop it, basically. And he does manage to make her come to her senses as well. Not sure if she survives or not, though. But anyways, that's basically the plot of this movie. Pretty good for an origin story. I thought the animation was really good, but that's to be expected because it is an American feature film, feature animated film. Alright. And one of the problems I did have, though, was, which I guess borders on nitpick, but it is worth mentioning, is that what's his name? The fucker who plays Iron Man in the movies. Alright, he wasn't voicing Iron Man, and he wasn't voicing Tony Stark in this film, which I was kind of disappointed with, because as far as I'm concerned, he is Iron Man, okay? He is Tony Stark, okay? God, what's that fucker's name? Well, yeah, if you know Iron Man, then you know what I'm talking about. So I guess that kind of borders on nitpicks, but it was worth mentioning, though. Also, you never really see him in his trademark Iron Man suit in this game, except for like one time that he's flying, and you never see him fighting it. You never see him in it ever again after that. He's always in other Iron Man suits, which was kind of disappointing as well. And you didn't really even see any Iron Man action until like about 35 minutes in. I mean, but I guess it's kind of to be expected because this is an origin story. Alright, but I felt that, I don't know, I'm not sure when this came out. If it's recent, then I'd definitely say, okay, they probably shouldn't have made it an origin story. But if it's kind of old, then okay, whatever. Alright? And yeah, is there really anything else I have to say about this movie, though? Also, I thought the ending was kind of abrupt. Like, who convinced the Chinese government to release Tony Stark of all his felonious charges? I didn't really quite understand that too well. You know, I didn't understand him forgiving his father so abruptly either. You know, a lot of things about the ending just seemed incredibly abrupt and rushed about this film, okay? Now, I've mentioned my complaints about this film, but it's still a really good movie. The action scenes are very enjoyable. And the story is pretty intense for an origin story. I'd say if you're a fan of Iron Man and you haven't watched this yet, I'd say give it a shot. I think it's definitely worth your time. So, yeah, I guess that's about it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. The Invincible Iron Man, the animated film, definitely a good movie, but it does have its flaws. If you're a fan of Iron Man, check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Anyways, see you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.